There's no way in this world the younger guys are bowling in there.
No.
You know, kicking the door down, going, "Hey, Eric,
maybe Garnacho.
Eric, tomorrow off, son. Come on, hey, get your pecker up. Come on, tomorrow off. See you Monday." No chance. Absolutely not a chance. So this is coming from seniority. And those senior players, most of them, have been the biggest whingers, have been the biggest disappointments, have been the poorest performers. And even within this little run United were on up until the Fulham game, which, you know, I think most of us agreed was papering over the issues that they were having, which certainly didn't happen at the weekend. It's been the youngsters that have dragged them through it. It's been the Garnachos, it's been the Hoylands, it's been the Mainu. It's been these guys that have sort of gotten them through, not the senior players, not the ones that are allegedly saying, "Hey, we need a day off, we need this." I mean, honestly, I swear, almost every manager I've played under, if those words had to come out in a dressing room when you are having the time that they are having off the back of a home defeat, I know managers that chairs would have been flying across that dressing room. A day off. We need to get in here. We need to get working. We need to be together. You know, I mean, come on, I'm sorry, but that just tells you all you need to know. And it's not a surprise. There's a bunch of guys in there, big earners, big-time Charlies, big Eds, think they're the big cheeses, and they need to get them out. And there's going to cost a lot of money to Jim Ratcliffe, and it's probably possibly going to cost Eric Ten Hag his job, and I don't think too many would argue with that. But he's part of the problem, but he's certainly not all of the problem. And this just tells you what the mental... Can you imagine City being in or Liverpool being in a bad run and somebody bowling up to Klopp or Guardiola and saying, "Hey, I think you're wrong here, we need a day off tomorrow. Go and sit on the bench, son, you're not playing."
Jules, it is, of course, a massive few days for Manchester United. Forest coming up tomorrow and then the Manchester derby at the weekend. They have hit a low, of course, against Fulham. We could be seeing that bar go even lower over the next few days.
Yeah, it's massive. You're right. The next few days. Remember, they lost at Forest in the Premier League, where they were well beaten in every department, every status, everything. They were just second best in that game. If they were to be knocked out, obviously, of the last thing that they can win, because there's no Europe anymore, there was no League Cup, they lost their title from last season. So this is the only chance of silverware that they have. And they're also chasing a top 4 finish, top 5 maybe, if England gets the 5th place for the Champions League next season. We're not sure yet. And that Fulham defeat showed again all the limitations that this team is having, all the problems, all the fragilities. The way they press, the way they defend, this team clearly still doesn't have the right direction. And I don't think that Ten Hag, whether it's either his message is not going through or his message is wrong. It's one of the two. Because when you see them setting up, especially in that Fulham game, where, especially in the first half, the first hour, they were all over the place. It was embarrassing to watch for a team like that. It's either he has the right message, but it just doesn't get through it, or the message is wrong and the players are just not directed in the right way. But if they were to lose at Forest and then to be beaten by City in a derby, which, to be fair to him, you know, he's had good results at times last season. If they were to lose those 2 games, I think already he knows that he's under massive pressure to keep his job. If there was 2 defeats in the next 4 days, I think he knew he would be gone at the end of the season.